Hi, this is Danny. Welcome to this week's video. This routine falls into the category of strength. We do restorative exercise, we do cardio work, we do relaxation, etc. But we also do strength training. The ball is great for strength. Press-ups, planks, abdominal work, brilliant. And really good for the legs. We're going to be focusing on hamstrings actually today. We do a lot of lunges and squats. A lot of my videos have been quads and glutes, which we'll touch on today. But it's going to be more about hamstrings. Let's start with a nice, easy, moving squat. We're just going to lean forwards and back. If your ball is quite soft, you may need to pause the video, pump it up, because it needs to be pretty firm. Ideally, hips a little above knees. It's not a requirement. We're not using this for a desk exercise today, so it's okay if it's a bit low. But let's just feel that nice rhythmic movement, kind of using this as a bit of a warm-up. And we could pause, and the ball is there, and you're forward, so your glutes and your back muscles and your quads are working. Nice, relaxed, but good integrity to your upper body. So check you're not flexed. And then return, and then just come forwards and back. Another little pause, weights on your heels more, give your toes a wiggle, nice alignment. Pause there. This is great for your legs, good for the knees, strengthening the muscles around the knees. Let's do one more round, just up and down a few times. Feel a nice rhythmic motion, the ball is helping you, it's a bit springy. Let's come forwards again to hold, lengthen. Check the ball is still there, okay, because this can happen and the ball rolls away and you wouldn't want that to happen. So make sure the ball is there, you can feel it just on your legs or even use your hands to hold. Easy shoulders, nice breathing. And then slowly return back. Okay, you could spend longer on that and even do single leg work and do some quite intense squat toning there. But today we're coming on to hamstrings. So we'll lie back. You might have seen a previous video of restorative exercise where we were rolling the ball. And we'll start with some of that just to kind of further warm up and free up the knees and hips and hamstrings. So it's a nice, easy rolling in and out. You might find your knees come in and just turn out to about shoulders width, and then just straighten your knees. Now the challenge is going to be to do some bridges in a moment, and even some rolling bridges. Now, let's feel this out. So straighten your legs. Ball is about, you can kind of see there, it's kind of nestled around the Achilles tendon area. It's not right in too close. It's not right out on the heels. It's just in a bit. And they can use the arms to stabilize a bit, but we're going to just lift the spine. Now we're not worried too much about the rolling of the spine today. We've done the bridge video with the feet up on the wall where we're really trying to peel the spine. You can find that video on the restorative section of the website. This is just literally just lifting up and down. As you push the ball away, your hamstrings are already starting to engage. Other muscles, your back's working here. Let the lowering be slow. So we've got the bridge, we've got the up and down. With your bottom on the ground, the pelvis is down, you've got the rolling in and out. Now the challenge is to combine the two exercises. Let's just do maybe one or two repeats. I've got my elbows here to help. Push the ball away and just try rolling and then lowering. Now depending on your knees and your hips and your back, that may be too much today. You can keep to the basic roll or the basic bridge, just up and down. If you're up for extra challenge, let's not only curl in, but let's repeat. And also, let's not go too fast. So we'll breathe naturally, perhaps you'll exhale to bring the knees in and inhale to extend. So a lot of the muscle work here is coming from your hamstrings. And because we're on the ball, it's a bit wobbly, so lots of internal muscles are helping to support. Now, depending on your strength and condition of your hamstrings, you might just do a few of these. You might find you need quite a lot before they start to fatigue. We don't really want to do many more than 10 of these. So if you can, for strength training, So if you do find yourself doing lots and lots, you probably need the single leg version. So we'll rest for a moment. You can do some rolls in between. We're going to stretch these afterwards. If they start to cramp a little bit, you might want to bring in a couple of moving stretches mid-sequence. This is fine. Just softening and extending. Okay, good. So if you need the more advanced version, it looks like this. I've got the elbows down, straightening and bending, nice breathing, clearly more advanced. Okay, I'll leave that up to you. We'll do another round. You can do doubles, you can do singles. So one leg's up in the air and your weight's on the other leg. Also slowing down even more will help with the intensity. You don't have to quite fully straighten the knee. Doubles will share the load, will be a little easier. You've got the basic bridge option with the rolling with the bottom down, or you've got this version. You can also play with the knees. Get a little wider with your knees. Get your inner thighs working more. So feel free to play with these bridges. When you're ready to release down, just lower it down carefully. A few more rolls with the back and pelvis set on the floor. Now with the ball tucked in, we could do another round here. Looks like this. The ball stays in close for rolling the spine up and down. You can get more of a peel of the spine with this one, but you're also working your hamstrings pretty hard. If you find your neck is a little uncomfortable, mine's just getting that way with this higher version, probably need your head just off the end of the mat. It's an option, gives the neck a bit more freedom. And again, depending on your experience here, you could challenge even more and do a balance exercise where for a few seconds you actually take a foot off the ball. My arms are lightly helping. Again, there's no tension required. The muscles will contract. You'll feel them. You don't have to grip or squeeze. Relax into intensity. Relax into strength work. Relax your face. Breathe. Okay, then perhaps a little more rolling. So finish off your last one or two, singles or doubles you're working on there. And pop the ball out to the side. These muscles are a little warmer now, so they're a bit more primed for stretching. Let's just do a nice hamstring stretch where the knee's into the body. And you take the lower leg, the shin and foot, towards the wall behind you. You start to drop your pelvis down on that side and extend the leg. A little bit of pressure from the fingers and then soften. Squeeze your hamstrings. Drop your pelvis down. So careful you're not lifting your bottom up. You drop the pelvis down, the lower leg's going behind you. The thigh stays into the body at first. And then the fingers give you something to push into, and then just slowly allow those muscle fibers to uncross, put the space here, and then soften. Weave a little bit. Nice breathing. One more time. A little bit of pressure from the fingers pulling in, leg pushes out. You can even play with the ankle here on the last one. Point your toes and glide your heel up so your calf gets a little more stretch. And then we'll release that down, shake out a bit, and we'll change over. Find your hamstrings on the other side, 3 muscles right from the back of the knee up to your pelvis, to the sit bone. Let's take the lower leg, shin, foot towards the wall behind you, drop your pelvis down slightly. As your leg extends, it might be quite far away, this is fine. If it does end up being quite far away to get the leg straight, you could put a scarf or a stretch band around your foot to help with this. Nice breathing. Stretching is not a battle. You're not forcing your leg with it shaking. You're inviting your muscles to lengthen. So at the end of the stretch, that's the point where you could overdo it. So when you get to the leg straightening position, just ease off the intensity. Allow the knee to get straighter. Careful of lifting the pelvis up. I'm dropping the back of my pelvis down to the floor as the leg extends. We can hold there, play with the ankle, heel gliding up and down. Okay, good. A little shaking out there. And both legs can shake out. Let's bend up knees. Let's do a little side rocking just to free your back and neck. Head can turn either way. And in your own time, draw your knees up to your body. Little rocking in and out and around. Okay, and make your way to seated. You can roll to the side or just roll up. A little ball to come up. Back to seated. Okay, great. So, strength training for hamstrings. Do some squats now. Do some press-ups. Do a few teasers. Do some planks. Do some slow strength work to make a 20 to 30 minute routine. Include some cardio this week. Include some of the restorative exercises. Eat healthy. Move well. We'll see you online again soon. Thanks for watching.